Yeah, baby. Coco, you have a pretty baby. You do. It's got some of your cocoa colors in it, too. I see them coming in. Haven't named this baby yet. The name hasn't come to me yet. But it will. Sometimes it's really fast, like almost immediately, and other times it takes a little time. Sometimes it's a marking on them, or their personality. She sure is cute, though. So that, for now, it's just Baby Coco. Until I name her. Maybe you can help. But I am going to be... She has a lot of milk. I want you to see how large her udders are. And one is larger than the other. The one the baby uses, and the other is very full of milk, and that hurts her. So, because she only has one baby, I will be milking her. And that is the milk that's going into my cocoa soap, which will be made with fresh cacao beans. I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you. So come along. See you later, Coco. Bye, baby Coco. Bye-bye. Cocoa beans. Oh, they smell wonderful. They really do. They smell just fantastic. Cocoa beans. Chocolate comes from these. In case you ever wondered. Now these will probably just fall apart. So if you've ever heard of cocoa nibs, here they are. Delicious little chocolatey goodness. You can eat them just like this. Right out of the shell. They're delicious. But it's not sweet. It's not bitter either. Now I've done it. I have to eat it now. These are wonderful. Anyway, okay. So this isn't about fattening up Patrick anymore. I'm about to make a soap. And I'm going to be using these wonderful cocoa beans in the soap. I want to make a nice chocolatey soap. But I didn't want to just make it with packaged chocolate. I figured, why not use some organic whole cacao beans? So come along with me and we're going to make some soap. Sound like fun? I think so too. All right. Okay, I've ground up quite a bit of this. This is just a bit here to get us going for now. I'm now going to infuse this just a little bit because it is so hydrophobic. It's very dry right now, so it's full of wonderful cocoa butter. But at this stage, It's very dry and it's going to absorb whatever you add to it. So we're actually going to add a little bit to it to allow it to absorb. So let me get the water and let's do that. So I'm now going to mix my fresh cacao into my goat milk. Chocolate milk, except it's not sweetened, but I would drink it, but I'm weird that way. So now I'm going to freeze this, and then we're going to come back and put our soap together. Sound like fun? All right. So here's my chocolate goat milk. Isn't that great? All from Coco the goat. She is just so sweet. And I'm really glad I got to introduce you to her and her new baby. Baby Coco for now. Of course, that won't remain her name. I like them all to have their own names. It's best, as best as I can. I don't like to call them by a number. I like them to have names. So, if you think of a name, you're going to get a free bar of this soap. You may get more than one. Because I'm doing this soap more for fun than anything. I wanted to use my silicone mold that I made last year, and I'll link to that video here so that you can take a look at it as well, how it's made. And it just seems like it would be a lot of fun to make a chocolatey soap with my own goat milk and fresh cacao beans. Anyway, what I was saying, she is so sweet. Some goats they're all protective of their babies. But when you raise them from babies themselves, they're much more trusting. But some retain sort of that wild, protective mother, even against me. They're human. And I respect that. I don't ever disrespect them in any way. If they don't want me near, I will stay away. I don't want to upset them. The same with the birds. I was out today and just grabbed a little bit of film of the turkey and her babies, and it was the same situation. I don't like to upset them or cause them any kind of stress or anything like that. That's sure not my intention. All right. So now I did add more cocoa butter to this soap than I generally add to mine, which will make for a much harder soap for sure. But I really wanted that chocolate because this is raw, unfiltered cocoa butter, meaning it's just as it was first processed from the cocoa bean, and so it smells very chocolatey, which is what I wanted to go along with this particular soap. So between the cocoa butter, these raw cacao beans, and a little bit of Cacao Essential Oil, this is going to be a very chocolate forward soap. So if you like chocolate, this will be the soap for you. All right, so we've got it all dissolved now in our goat milk, and it's still nice and cold. I can feel that. Just doing a small amount here. This is not a big amount of soap. Got my oils here. And I'm just going to slowly mix in. Now I'm going to separate out, there we go. I'm going to separate out a little bit of this because I want to do a little bit of a creamier colored sort of, just to give it a little more depth. So I'm going to pour off a little bit here. Oop, not yet. I forgot to, I need to emulsify it first. Let's go, silly me. All right, I'm just going to pour off a bit here. Oop. And here I'm going to add just a little bit of titanium dioxide. Just a tad. Maybe a tad more. I want it a little bit lighter. I forgot my essential oil, yep. And I put it, well, that's okay actually, because I went light on it. All right. And the cocoa, of course, the cacao beans will darken a bit, so that's great. Ooh, wow, it really thickened up a bit there, didn't it? Oh my. Oh my. Okay. We've got something different now than what I intended. Oh my, okay. And you see the white is still liquid, and that's because it doesn't have that cacao essential oil in it, so. And that it was just the mixture of that with that cocoa butter. Just okay. This will be interesting. This is not at all what I had planned on. Okay. One moment here. Let me wipe up just that spot there. All right. Well, this video may never see the light of day. Oh my. Okay, well. It smells fantastic. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Okay, so let's see what we got. I'm a little concerned that the pattern isn't really going to come through on these. Yeah, we got a crack right there, or just an empty spot, but yeah, what a bummer. They're kind of lumpy, aren't they? But there they are. So this was a fail. They're going to be crumbly, and well, they may not be crumbly, but they have holes in them. They're not very smooth, and I call this a fail. So these I will probably rebatch because that didn't come out the way I'd hoped. And it's okay to have a fail. There is nothing wrong with the occasional fail. It's going to happen to you no matter how experienced you are, or even if you're new. So don't ever want you to feel bad if things don't always go as planned. I made mistakes in this, and I know what those mistakes were. And that's the important thing, is to learn from your mistakes. As Mother said, make a new mistake every day, which just means don't make the same one again. And I've made this one 2 or 3 times. Using, too many hard oils is fine, but if you're also going to use something that accelerates trace, this was already at emulsion, that's not a big deal, but you end up with a soap like this where you don't really, I could never sell this. I'm either going to rebatch it or just chop it up and keep it and use it myself, but I will remake this. So at least you got to see the idea behind it. Oh, well, I kind of smashed that one, which I don't really care that much about these because, well, I care. I hate to waste. I don't like when things don't turn out the way they're supposed to. But it happens. Alright, so clean. Oop! Just pick the whole thing up. Basically, this is them, and like I said, they're very rough. They're like holes. That's because, well, the nature of it. But you can see the 2 colors. The major color you're seeing here is the white, and then those are that chunky brown. That's the darker part. But still, not what I want. So, learn from my mistake. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you back soon. Goodbye.